away from those cattle! Now look, I've told you people, there'll be no ceremonial killing.
Christopher Cobb. Hey, that's a mighty nice coat you got there.
He's my husband's favorite. You looking for something?
Well, yes. Matter of fact, I'm surveying a stage route for a new line to link some of the outlying homesteads like this one. Won't be much to begin with, maybe every month or so, but it'll grow.
It'll be welcome. And you're welcome too, Mr. Cobb. I'm Mary Dillon.
How do you do? I wonder if maybe I could camp here for the night.
Of course. My husband rode out to the valley pasture. Promised to be home early. It's our anniversary.
Well, if it's your anniversary, I don't want to intrude.
Oh, we'd love to have you. We don't see many people here. Billy Joe! Billy Joe, come here! When Len calls him, he comes running. Seems I don't have quite the right touch.
Want something, missus?
This is Mr. Cobb. He's staying with us tonight. See that his horse is fed.
You can take him as soon as I get my things off, Billy Joe.
Would you care to wash? It's clean water and soap.
Yeah, I certainly would. It's a beautiful place you've got here.
It's nice to find someone who appreciates it. If you give me that shirt, Mr. Cobb, I'll wash and iron it by the morning. I can lend you one of my husband's.
That's all right. I've got another one in my saddle roll.
Well, it's no bother.
All right, thank you.
Len never carries a gun. He says you've got to learn to live with the country, not fight against it.
Well, I'd say he's right. The only difference with me is that I'm hired to protect and carry other people's things. Often there's a good deal of violence one way or another.
The violence might be a welcome relief.
You know, one day this country's going to explode into life just like California. Sydney's the same as San Francisco. I'm sorry you're worried and I'm boring you.
I am worried, Mr. Cobb. Len promised me he'd be home for our anniversary supper.
I'm sure he's a good bushman, knows how to take care of himself. You're worried about something else. What is it?
The Aborigines.
Why?
This tribe has the bull for its totem. Well, every now and then they steal some of our cattle. It's part of their religion. Ever since we bought the new bull, they've been down at the stud pasture watching. We've sent a stock boy out there every day, but this afternoon, Len decided to ride out himself.
And he wasn't armed.
He said there'd been too much wanton killing of the tribesmen.
This is a strange new country, Mrs. Dillon. Even the animals walk straight out of the Stone Age. The only way we can tame it is by working together. If we don't, it'll eat us up.
That's what it's doing to me. Eating me up. Eating up hope and love, courage. It's destroying me. It's destroying my marriage.
Perhaps it isn't just the land that's doing it. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll bed down for the night.
What's this, Billy Joe?
What's Dillon's horse?
Where's he?
I don't know.
How would this happen?
Looks like Spear.
Billy Joe! That's Len's horse. What's happened?
Well, it must have wandered back here during the night.
Oh, then Len's hurt. What's that?
Billy Joe thinks it's a spear wound.
Oh, no.
Look, I'm gonna ride out with Billy Joe. Will you pack us some food, fill some water bottles? And if you've got any whiskey in the house, you better give me that, too.
I'm coming with you.
I think you better not.
I'm coming, Mr. Cobb. I haven't been a very good wife to Len, but at least I owe him this much.
Come on, Billy Joe, let's saddle up.
Bull man. 3 or 4 fellas go along. Him kill Bull. Boss Dillon try and stop.
What?
Charred ochre. They paint themselves the same as the American Indians do. One of the men was chosen to kill the bull. Your husband tried to stop him. That's probably when his horse was wounded. Now, there's just a chance that he's wounded, too. I think we better head up out of the valley and see if we can pick up his trail on the other side of the ridge.
You're holding something back. I'm not a child.
Your husband interrupted a ritual killing. By doing so, he destroyed a part of its value. The cycle is incomplete. In order to complete the cycle, he has to be killed, too.
What is it, Billy Joe?
Deathbirds, missus.
What does he mean?
Well, they're kite hawks, carrion birds circling over a kill.
Boss Dillon lie here. Lose much blood. He go that way. Then another fella come.
How long afterward other fella come?
Little while, 1 hour, maybe.
How old are these tracks?
3, 4 hours.
Well, at least we know he was alive then. He must have had his wits about him, too. He was heading for the river. He'd need water, and it'd break his trail. I give him an hour's start, and at least he has a fighting chance.
He was wounded, bleeding.
He was alive, too. Remember that. Let's get the horses.
Pile of track.
You know, this is the first time I've ridden out so far from the homestead. Strange, naked kind of country, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can see how, in a way, you could make yourself a real part of it.
How do you mean?
The way you do. The way Len does. Understanding it all, not fighting it.
That's the beginning of wisdom.
There's been too much wastage of time and love between Len and me. I wouldn't know how to begin again. Neither would he.
As bad as that?
He never seems to understand that I need something more than just cattle for breakfast, dinner, and bedtime.
Well, he's probably so busy.
If
trying to-
Len's all right, I plan to leave him and go back to my parents in Sydney.
Tracks. Go there.
Find anything, Billy Joe?
Boss didn't come. He go water. Bull man come. He go water.
All right, that's it for now. We'll camp here.
What do you mean, camp? We can't stop
The horses
now.
are tired, and so are you. Besides, it's up to Billy Joe and me from now on. We'll have to scout the river upstream and down, and then we'll have to beat that swamp across there by foot.
Len could be dead.
Well, if he is, he's beyond help. But if not, we've got to find him before sunset.
I don't understand.
Get him dark, missus. No catch him tracks. Boss didn't sleep in swamp. Tomorrow he may be dead.
All right, Billy Joe, break out some food and get a fire going, will you? I'm going to leave this rifle with you. If you need us, fire one shot.
No, don't leave me, please.
Well, how do you think he feels out there? Did you ever use one of these before?
No.
Here's how it works. With this lever, you put a shell in the chamber. When it's all cocked and ready to fire, all you do is pull the trigger.
You think I'll need it?
No. This is a ritual killing. There's only one victim, your husband.
Being deliberately brutal to me. I wonder why.
Well, it's probably just because I'm trying to prepare you for the worst. I'm sorry.
I thought it was because you despised me.
No, I've been scared too often myself to despise anyone. Besides, I like you a lot. Yeah. Come on, Billy Joe, let's scout the river. Dylan! Dylan! All right, let's go.
Chris? Chris? Is that you?
Yes.
Did you see anything?
We'll look again at first light.
He's dead. I know he's dead.
No, the odds against him have just lengthened, that's all, Mary.
Supper's ready. I've eaten. Chris? Chris, I know you've done everything that can be done.
You get some sleep. Billy Joe and I'll split the watches during the night. You rest, you're gonna need it.
Thank you, Chris.
That goes for you, too, Billy Joe. I'll wake you when it's time for your watch.
Two tracks. Boss Dillon, he crawl like dog. Then Bullfella come.
What is this place?
Sacred place, Mr. Cobb. Fella drive Boss Dillon here for kill.
But where are they?
Cave in Grand, missus. Spirit people live there.
Then we're too late.
Now, these tracks are less than an hour old. Get the rifle, Billy Joe. Dark as a tomb. Stay with her.
he alive?
Yes. Get me the flask and hurry, please. Billy Joe, give me a hand. Easy. Okay. Thank you. He's been crawling around like this for 2 days. Yet down in that cave, he stood up against a 6-foot savage who was armed with a spear. Makes him quite a man in my book.
Len. Len, darling.
Mary. Now or later, don't say anything to him you don't really mean. He deserves that and a lot more.
He has, I know that.
That's quite a man you have there. With a little care and a lot of love, you'll be just fine.
Mary. Mary.
It's going to be all right, Len, I promise you. It's going to be all right.